lift my spirits. But take a stand that attacks like this are not okay.
Well, it's the backlash against bullying that has gone viral. News anchor Jennifer Livingston, there you saw her response to a cruel email about her weight.
So what is the exact definition of bullying when it comes to adults, and what's the best ways to combat it? Joining us now to help answer these questions, we have clinical psychologist Dr. Sheela Raja. It's good to have you back this morning, Dr. Raja.
Nice to be here.
Let's talk about this case first of all. So many times people have said mean things, not only to people on the air, but in every situation you deal with mean people. Did this news anchor do the right thing by standing up for herself and making a big speech on television?
Well, I think that bullying really is, adult bullying is just like children's being bullied, right? It can be repeated. It can be basically physical, or it can be emotional. And, you know, you do have to stand up for it if it's repeated. You can ignore it if it's someone who's done something to you, say, once, and you're like, I'm above this. But otherwise, you have to be assertive and stand up to it. So
in this case, I'm guessing that this gentleman who apparently sent one email really kind of triggered something inside, but you think because she got, you know, multiple emails apparently from other people, maybe that's what kind of set it off?
Absolutely.
That's how you define the bullying?
Absolutely. I think that, you know, when somebody has a characteristic that's continually being picked on, whether it's disability or race, sexual orientation, their height, something about their looks, that's probably what set it off. And it has real physical and emotional health consequences. People lose sleep, people, you know, don't eat well, they can be depressed, anxious, you know, it can lead to suicide eventually. It's serious stuff.
So in those cases, when it is the best solution to confront it head on, how do you do that? Sometimes you hear something and it's not till 10 minutes later that you think, like, that would have been the perfect line to put them in their place. How do you react quickly enough and yet be effective when you're hurt?
Well, there's two things. First of all, you have to practice basically your nonverbal behavior, looking at people evenly in the eye, not raising your voice, being calm and cool. But the other thing is you have to be assertive and, you know, not aggressive, but say, it's not okay for you to talk to me like that. And we also, I think all of us have to stand up when we see this happening. 50% of adults talk about workplace bullying and workplace harassment. So if all of us stood up and said, you know, hey, this has really devastating consequences for people. And so, you know, I like it when you're saying the backlash against bullying. I think we're on the right track here.
Yeah, and what's so sad is in our industry, everyone's an expert. You know, anyone can watch the news and everyone's entitled to their own opinion,
sure.
But they send these emails or they post on these blogs with, you know, anonymously. You think it's important for us to stand up and say something directly to those people?
Well, I think that it depends on, you know, in this case, clearly the weight was an issue for a while, and it's understandable that she felt the need to say that, you know, I'm not necessarily, I'm working on this issue,
sure.
But I also want to stand up and say that your words have consequences. So I think that that's okay as a larger teaching point.
And for everybody, it seems it says something too about the person who's saying it. What's going on with them that they need to be mean or try to hurt somebody?
Mr. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Raja, thanks so much for your insights this morning. And everybody, just be nice to each other.
Yeah, can't we all get along?
Right.
Time now.